public speaking in a funeral. Woo! What a day. My name is Tila. I am the youngest of his kids. To me, my dad was a superhero. He was mysterious and eccentric, but he wasn't perfect. He had a lot of struggles. We had a lot of struggles. He could be such a grumpy and exhausted superhero, but nothing wonderful is perfect. I wanted to share with you guys some of my dad's hobbies and the things he loved. As many of you guys know, he loved motorcycles. He loved antiques. He loved kayaking, cars, magic, detective shows, old movies, fixing clocks, collecting things, so many things. Some of those would be birds and these stuffed birds that made sounds, and movies, books, angels, coins, hats, ties, vacuums, and blenders. He also had a love for interior design. For those of you who've been to the office and the house, you saw his flair. It's pretty funny because me and my sister are not the most feminine. My sister likes to fight, and I like horses and dirt. But my dad would always sneak into me in my mom's room, and he'd put an angel, and he'd put some flowers, and he'd put a flower decal all over the wall, and he loved that stuff, and he loved sharing it with us, even if it wasn't our style. Here are a few lesser known things that you might not know about him. He did a lot of strange and wonderful things in his free time. I guess it took a lot of trial and error, but he used to fill balloons with paint, and he figured out a way to slingshot them at billboards that were for cigarettes. He didn't like those. He also used to kayak through the Huron River and pick up trash. He would stop at the small bridges and he would paint them. So if you see a small, beautiful little bridge that's painted, it was probably him. He also painted a statue here when I was a child. That was a secret mission. This is another story that maybe my cousin could tell a little bit better, but I guess one day he went over to my cousin Katie's house and they needed help fixing something. And he saw their neighbor's tree, and the tree wasn't doing that well, so he decided to patch it and put tar on it and care for the tree. You know, even though it wasn't his tree. He decided to do that. That was him. He also loved running in the rain. Whenever there was a storm, he would take off his shoes and he would run in the rain. And his dancing, if you didn't get to see it, I'm sorry. He usually had a little bit of alcohol in his system, and he would spin and spin and spin. I want to share with you now some of the things he showed me. He showed me passion and kindness. He showed me peace. He could be so calm, just sitting with him. He had so much peace, and he didn't always want to talk. His unconditional willingness to help people and expecting nothing in return. In fact, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. A lot of times he'd fix something and you couldn't even thank him. He was gone. He'd already left, or he'd already shut his phone. Came over to my apartment, and I know a lot of people have this experience, and he fixed everything. He cleaned the light fixture, he redid some of the wiring. He painted the stairs up into the complex, and all of the maintenance guys were giving him He could do anything, and I believe that. He would take something apart and he would figure out how it worked. He showed me hard work, determination, and focus. He was so deeply committed to making the world a better, kinder place. He gave me so much. I think he gave enough for 3 lifetimes. All of these things have showed me and helped to teach me that I can choose to take the reins of my life. I can choose to teach myself things that I want to learn. I can choose to go after what I'm passionate about. I can choose to be kind to people and give them a chance. I can choose joy and peace. We are all his legacy. The last thing he showed me is my own strength. It's so hard to lose someone that you love so much. Through this loss, he has shown me my own strength. I really wish he could have been around longer, but I will love and cherish him forever. He was a good dad, and he tried his best. A quote from Louise Hay: "I love you, Dad, and I set you free."